Good evening, YouTube. This is Green on My Tears coming to you on Green TV, also known as Katrina. So tonight I'm in my salon and I wanted to show you what I'm currently working on right now. So last year I started off, well, me and my friends started off last year competing against one another to see who was going to complete a quilt for their bed by the end of last year. Needless to say, neither one of us completed, but I got a little bit further than she did. I completed 8 of 16 25 by 25 inch blocks for my quilt. In my quilt, being ambitious that I am, I'm making a king size quilt. I'm going to show you the sample, and it's just a sample. It's not actually the fabric I'm using, but I want to do a sample to make sure I can actually accomplish doing this particular block. And I learned about this block on Missouri Star Quilt Company, and I'll leave a link for that in the description below. So this is the quilt block that I'm doing, and I've completed 8 of these. And like I said, this is not the fabric that I'm using. I'm using a totally different fabric, but this is what it looks like. This is the block itself. So this is a more modern quilt. So what I'm going to be doing, showing you next, is that's the more traditional quilt. I'm going to show you the modern quilt now. Now, modern quilting is different from traditional quilting, where you're using like prints, like a solid, and well, more solids and less prints. So that's mine, and I just did the way that I wanted to do it. So I found this fabric at work, and it was a remnant, and this is the top, and this is going to be a king size quilt as well. This is the fabric that I'm actually using. This is the my print that I'm actually using, and I pulled from this to get the colors for this quilt. So I have my blue, I have my yellow, and then I have the green, and I have the platinum. I'm calling it gray, and I hope it comes through on the camera. So that's my topper, and that's taking me shorter time to complete than that one, than the traditional one. And I was looking for a backing for my more modern quilt. I was in the process of going to go buy a king size sheet when I ran across a customer who owns a quilt company and said that you never want to use a sheet for your quilt because it makes it hard for them to do the quilting, and they're not going to be held responsible for that. So I went looking for the backing for my quilt. So from my understanding, they only have 108 inch wide fabric. I was looking around at my job, and they have 118. So I waited till today because I have a 60% off coupon. So I got the backing for my fabric. So I'm going to be showing you that shortly. I'm going to show you some of the other things I bought today. So here goes. So I bought this fabric here. This is a Valentine's Day fabric. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I'm going to do something nice with it. So that's what I bought. And I bought this Butterick pattern. Right now, Butterick patterns are $1.99. So I got this pattern because it's really nostalgic, and I really like the flair of this pattern. And I bought this Quilting Today book because it has some good ideas, and I'm going to show you one of the things that I really liked in this book, and I really want to make it. And they use some of the fabrics that Joanne has now, and it's 100% organic. 100% organic cotton. Where are you? Here it is. And they're called, who they calling this particular pattern? Why won't? And they're calling it garden pattern. But this is, I like this quilt here. And this part right here is ruching. So you ruche it in between. This is the sashing, which is ruching. But I really like that. So I got this built. And these magazines only cost $3.99, so I really like how inexpensive they are. And I also bought some more fabric besides what I had to buy, what my intention was to buy. I bought this fabric here. And this is so me because it says bobbin, it says cut and sew and fabric, and I really just like this fabric. And it has scissors, a sewing machine, a dress form, pin cushions, and I plan on making this possibly my third quilt, which is going to be a modern. It will not be a traditional quilt. I'm going to do my own thing. And the backing for my fabric. So, what I was going to do this evening is I was going to dye this, the color, one of the green colors in my quilt. And I got this Kelly green, and after matching the Kelly green up to the greens in there, it doesn't work, but I think it might work, but I didn't want to chance it, so tomorrow I'm going to see. So this is my 118-inch wide fabric. And because I have my bed is actually a queen size, so if I wanted to, I could possibly make me my own sheet set. But the only thing about that is that it won't be the correct thread count that I like, because I'm used to sleeping on between 400 to like 600 thread count. If you ever slept on any of those type of sheets, you'll never want anything less than that, and I don't buy anything less than that. And those sheets cost between, I'm going to say, $39.99 on up to like $100. So do the math and just feel it. It just feels so good and so comfortable sleeping on that. And I also sleep on satin pillowcases, and I make my own. But that's my backing fabric. And I also bought the batting. And right now, the batting is on sale, 50% off. This was regular $47.99. I got it for $23.99. Now, the only thing about buying a quilt or blanket, then making one, it gets a little bit more expensive. But also, buying a real quilt can get expensive as well. I went out looking for a bedspread, or excuse me, a comforter for my bed that reflected me, and I didn't like anything. So thus, if you can't buy it, make it. That's my motto. So I'm in the process of making mine. So my dilemma now is, now that I have my topper, my batting, and my backing, is who is going to actually do the quilting for my blanket. Because I have had something quilted in the past, and it cost me, I made a quilt for my pastor for 1 year, and that cost me like I can't remember if it was between $120 or $180 to quilt that, and it was not as big as this. But I do know that for quilting something big like this, they charge between $200 and above. And I do have a person I go to, and she starts off, I think, $250, but she would cut me a deal on doing this because I have used her to do my quilts in the past. And I think I might stick with her. I don't know. But if I was to do this, it would take longer because I don't have a long arm, because that's what they use for doing big quilts. But if you're doing something small, you don't necessarily need that. But I have this big quilt, I don't know, I might do it, or I'm just 50-50 right now. I'm not knowing, but I want to get it done as soon as possible so I can make my bed look as pretty as I want it to be, and I want to change my room around. And once I do that, I'm going to definitely show you guys pictures. But that's what I wanted to come and show you. And, if you know anybody that can do a quilt in my area, because I'm in California, I'm in Northern California, in the East Bay, shoot me a PM or leave me a comment in the comment box about who can quilt my quilt for me in an not too expensive price. So I pray that everybody had a blessed day. If you have any comments or questions, please, you can personal PM me, or you can leave me a comment and I'll respond when time permits. And that's about it for now. So don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe. Know that God loves you, and you have a blessed evening. Good night.